It's time for the final week of the Ball Joey Pokemon Draft League in Generation 7, and this week, I'm taking on A1 Galate. Their team is pretty powerful, a great defensive core of Rotom Wash, Landorus Therian, and Tangrowth, which of course can all be offensive as well. They have a Jirachi that can set up Stealth Rock or Calm Mind up, same thing with a Dredagon. They also have Bisharp, which can be a very scary Z captain, as well as Miss Magius, which can do the same. They have Mega Absol, which is knockoff in close combat. Well, Superpower in this generation is really scary into my team. A Clefable that can take on the majority of my squad, and they have a Heatmore, because they spit fire like a Heatmore. So this week we're bringing our tried and true Modest Mega Manectric with Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Hidden Power, Ice, and Flamethrower. Just hits the entire team for neutral or super effective damage. With a modest nature, I'm still faster than their fastest Pokemon, Mega Absol, and this allows me to put some HP EVs as well to be able to take on hits from Rotom. Next up, I bring Adamant Infernape with Iron Fist and Fist Plate to boost its Mach Punch versus Bisharp and Absol, and Close Combat to do a massive amount to Rotom Wash. I have U-Turn to get on out of their bad matchups, and Fire Punch allows me to 2-hit KO Jirachi. My Tornadus Therian is just there to be able to take hits from Scarf Landorus as needed because of its HP and defense EVs, and deal with it back with Hidden Power Ice. I also have Knockoff to get rid of items and U-Turn to get momentum, and Heat Wave allows me to deal some massive damage to both Bisharp and Jirachi. With my Assault Vest, I can take hits from both Rotom Wash and Miss Magius in a pinch. I'm bringing Special Defensive Drapion, that way I can take hits from Miss Magius and also go for Knockoff to deal with it. But it also can get up Toxic Spikes for me, which can be really good into my opponent's team as they don't have any grounded poison type. I can Whirlwind out any setup like Calm Mind Jirachi, and I have Poison Jab to help me deal with Clefable. This week I'm bringing fully physically defensive Swords Dance Buffalon. That way I can live a +2 hit from Bisharp and KO back with Superpower, and the same for Mega Absol. I also have Facade, that way I don't have to worry about Clefable Thunder Waving me or Rotom burning me with Will-O-Wisp, and Payback allows me to deal with Miss Magius. And my last Pokemon is a Choice Scarf Trick Tapu Fini, which can maybe endgame with Ice Beam or Moonblast depending on my opponent's team. I can Trick to neutralize a Calm Mind Jirachi or Clefable, and I have Nature's Madness just in case I need extra damage before I go down. So that's the team for the final week of the Ball Joey Pokemon Draft League. We've already made playoffs, so definitely stay tuned for the next battle. And thank you to Cody for all the help this week, as well as Splashplay for all the awesome editing. Let's jump right into it. Okay, here we are with the final week of the Ball Joey Pokemon Draft League. After this, we have playoffs. I believe we are guaranteed playoffs. A lot of threats on my opponent's team. We do have the Fizz Def Buffalon, which should help us out with Absol. Jirachi, these guys are all the bigger threats. We obviously want to be careful into you as well. I do have the Trick and the Matrix. I think the Trick is really, really strong. I assume you end up leading off with this, but basically using Cragis to just throw it away and click Knock Off on every single Pokemon feels like a good game plan. I also want to potentially get a Toxic Spike here. Very much so. For 1, 2... Well, mainly just these two. Yeah, mainly just those. So I think I lead off with Iceman. I was going to lead off with Cragis and just click Knock Off on something, but I think this is way better. I do want to be careful around this. They would have to lead off with something that's actually good into my U, right? I think it's fine to actually lead off with Manectric. It's the fastest Mon in the game. Yeah, and this gets me a free Intimidate. Obviously, they can glare and do things like that, but just getting that Intimidate off on Dredagon is really good. When I Mega Evolve, even if this is randomly Scarf, I will be faster. And just having that Intimidate, I think, for the majority of the game is really strong. This Pokemon's very good into their team. Clefable's probably some sort of unaware. No, it has to be Magic Guard in this game. That did 0. We're going to go right out to Drapion. On rocks, that's cool. We're going to get up Toxic Bite here. Mainly just to wear this guy down. Do as much as we can to them. We do have to worry about like our Tapu Fini and things like that. This knockoff is really, really strong into them. Yeah, I think we just knock here. Don't mind this. Beautiful. Leftovers gone. They can Will-O-Wisp if they want to. Again, that Toxic Spike is going to be doing a lot of good damage. I'm going to Whirlwind here. Let's find out a little bit more about their team. We're going to try and get in Pokemon like Absol. We're going to try and get in Pokemon like basically anything that allows me to get off knockoffs into their team. They get on Miss Magius, which is kind of wild. I'm not going to lie. As Dredagon comes out, which is perfect, because we definitely wanted Dredagon to be weak in there. Maybe a Glare might come out. Because there's no item on Rotom, my Moonblast looks very, very good. Toxic Spike means that Absol will be beaten down by 1 Mach Punch, especially with the Fist Plate. So we definitely want to be careful here. I think we go Tabu Fini always. The Earthquake there, great play. I could see a Gunk Shot if they want to try and do it. Alternatively, I think I always go Drapion. Just in case, because Moonblast isn't KO and they're Spadef. Yep. Yeah, I think this is better. I think I just want to knock off the Drapion if I can. They look really Spadef based on the fact that they took so little. Oh yeah, that's super Spadef. Based on the fact they took so little from Manectric. How can I do this from here? So they're 29%. Mega Manectric, what are you doing here? Let me see, Dredagon. I need defensive, Volt Switch. That's max Spadef. Even to max Spadef, I do 31 minimum, so I think I like that play. No Lanners in this game and no Bisharp makes it a little bit easier, but this is something that they don't really switch in too well to. And again, we're kind of wasting those turns. We do want to weaken Rotom. I'm very worried about Clefable, but I think I can trick it. Worst case scenario. And we have some options there. Also, if y'all didn't know, we do have merch available. This is only available until February 13th. So check out the Aim to Be a Champion merch. Or if you missed out on my Drop a Draco merch, we do have that back as well. Those links are down below, and you support me, I appreciate it. So, me being modest on you does a lot here. My Thunderbolt will do a lot to you. Basically, Manectric is extremely strong. If they end up bringing out Miss Magius, which is their Zmon, I can Volt Switch on that and go Kyrgyz. Or I can go out to Buffalon. Yeah, this is their Z-move Mon. We're going to Volt Switch here. Scarf won't do much to me, and then we get a lot of damage off on them with Volt Switch. Volt Switch should put them in range of Thunderbolt. And again, we do want... We're kind of hoping for a few things here. I'll go Kyrgyz here. They Pain Split, which doesn't do much for them. I'm going to get a slow U-turn off here, most likely. They Z me, or they Z Electric. They are Gigable Havoc. And because of my super bulky set, they don't do much. Volt Switch did 41, which means that I should do around Thunderbolt damage, because this is Gen 7 Thunderbolt. Max HP to do 41. Nope, doesn't do enough. Okay. I do live rocks though, which is important. I think I go you. And I pay back always. Which I think I SD. Because I have Facade. So I think I always SD. Thunderbolt isn't going to do much. If they go out to Rotom, I'm +2 and then I have the Facade off. Yeah, so we're going to go for payback here. If Clef ends up being unaware, then it's going to take Poison, obviously. I do have to be really careful around this with Magius. But that's like the price to pay of my Torn being very greedy, you know? But we do get a payback here. If they want to go Rotom, payback into Facade should kill it. So if they want to try and Wisp me and do anything like that. Pain Split, Z, Shadow Ball, Nasty Plot, I'm not sure. I wouldn't mind a Nasty Plot or anything like that, to be honest. I think they're going Rotom, which makes sense. I get no type of damage off. We're going to go for Facade here. If they Wisp me, I get super boosted. And I'm super Fizz Def. I do a nice little 43. Get a payback just in case they end up trying to go into Rotom there. Because payback is always going to do a lot no matter what into anything. I'll live a pump and I can always pay back again. Okay, so payback is just shy of the KO. Need to be careful. Because of Miss Magius. Miss Magius is threatening. Oof, but getting no knock on them is really big too. I'm a little worried about the Healing Wish guy. I'm just going to pay back again. I think getting rid of Rotom is bigger than anything else. I'm super fizz def. I bet you Absol just destroys me, but what if it didn't? Unless there's Absol. Surely this just kills me, right? Yeah, knock always kills. Right, so we give Absol the KO there. We're gonna bring out Infernape. Gonna always go for Fire Punch here. It hits everything upon switching. I guess there's a world where they could potentially go for the close combat, but I live it. And then my Fire Punch always kills them back. There's no CC. All right, so we go for an Adamant Fire Punch. We do a lot to Miss Magius. Beautiful. I can sack you. I get to go you. Go for a modest Thunderbolt. My greedy EVs might be doing something here for me. We'll see. All right, so there goes that. I'm not sure on the Clefable set, though. Thunderbolt is going to smoke Absol as well. Oh my god, it's so strong. It's so strong. Yeah, Absol gets destroyed by Thunderbolt. Holy crap. This is going to be a close game, though. Gen 7 has weakness policy, right? I believe so. Yeah, it came out XY. I'm scared of weakness policy. I'm just going to go for Thunderbolt here. As a cosmic power. Okay. That is disgusting to see. We're going to absolutely Volt Switch here. Actually, that's max. +1. I think Flame is fine. You got Protect. Nice. Okay, cool. I made the right play. All right, we get rid of that threat. Beautiful. It's just Clefable versus the world now. We go for Modest Thunderbolt. If they're Fizz Def, this is going to do a lot of damage. They get a special attack drop, which is unfortunate. Just going to go you. Because I always have Moonblast in the back. So we just Fire Punch here, always. This was Smoke Absol upon switching. Goodbye. And then it's just Absol versus the world. Sucker Punch knocks me out. So they got to go for Sucker. Oof, and they try and go for an SD. GG. All right. We end the season with a dub. Nice. So we are in playoffs, guys. So definitely stay tuned for whenever that happens. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like. This game was definitely a close one. That Jirachi, if it had Protect, would have been absolutely insane. But thankfully, I did calc the Flamethrower. Oh my god. My Netric actually might have went a 2-shot on this guy too. And if they didn't end up trying to Sucker there, I would have smoked from there too. But yeah, we did Scarfini in the back. I hope y'all enjoyed. Leave a like. Like I said, check out the merch. You do support me. I appreciate it. And check out the Road Top 10 that we did on the main channel. Peace, guys.